Hello everyone. In this PPT, we are going to learn about HTML and HTML5. So, first of all, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language and it is used to create websites, web pages. Like whatever we see on Google on search, we type some URL and get on a web page, land on a web page. So that is made with the help of HTML. It has its structure, what we see, how we see it, and content, whatever inside that web pages, like media, text, videos, etc. Then HTML structure. So whenever we create a document of HTML, we have to structure it like this. Okay. We have to structure it like this. First, we have to declare the doc type as HTML. Then we will start by HTML tag, and inside it we will have two main tag, head and body. Head means head tag contains metadata about our web page, and body tag contains whatever we want to display on that web page. So HTML tags have, we can categorize it mainly in three types of tag, like opening tag, closing tag, and self-closing tag. So basically there are two types of tag, where we need opening tag and closing tag, and other we need self-closing. Other is the self-closing tag. So for example, we see here head tag. Head tag is opened here and then it is closed. Okay, but in self-closing tag, like this is image tag is example of a self-closing tag. So this tag img, here it is opened and in the same it is closed also. So it doesn't have an extra tag for closing it. Then HTML attribute. We can give any element some attribute, like here p tag, it is for paragraph. So p tag, in p element we have given it a class a big. A and big both are different classes, so we can give one element different classes at the same time, and these help us to style it with CSS better. And uh, ID, same ID we can give to any element, and source attribute to link some file or some JPG image or video. So we write that link in source attribute. So here one more point is that multiple classes can be given the same, multiple elements can be given the same class, or a single element can be given different, multiple classes. But ID is unique and every element has only one ID. It cannot be given, same ID cannot be given to multiple elements. So for HTML elements, like uh, this it is used for paragraph, writing some paragraph, and it is also an HTML element. Then these are heading, these are also HTML element. We have 6 heading tag in our HTML, and the largest one is H1, and then H2, H3, continuously the size goes on decreasing. And image, this, so everything written on a inside a tag is element basically. Then moving on, HTML forms and inputs. So HTML provides us many tags which help us to make a form and take an input through them. So here we have created a very simple form which have label for username, password, age, gender, and these thing we can select and input through our forms. So I will explain the input types. Text input means we can add any alphabetical characters. Okay, so for like username we can use text input. Number input for phone number, password also. These are number input for entering some number type of value. And checkbox and radio button. Checkbox means we can select multiple options here, but for radio button we can only select either one of them. Okay, either we can be male or female. Then okay, this is the code for the previous slide. Here to declare a form we have to use a form tag, and here we are defining the action post for input, for taking input of some large data. Then we have created each label for username, for password, age, gender, checkbox, checkbox type का input लिया है हमने for music, sports and movies, etc. Okay, and then finally we have created a submit button here and close the form tag. So it is a opening tag for form and closing tag for form. HTML multimedia. HTML provides us nowadays HTML provides us many tags, some tags for including images and videos in our web page. But in earlier versions, there were no specified tags, so we cannot integrate it directly into our web page. We have to use some other tools also along with our web page, like object tag, embed tag. These were used earlier to include any video or audio files in our web page, and we have to use a separate media player for that. Then with CSS, CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet, and this is used to style our HTML. Okay, so to make it a more attractive and visually appealing website, we have to use CSS. HTML have improved a lot from and the latest version of HTML is HTML5 right now, and it gives us many new tags which help in search engine optimization. Then for HTML validation, we have to check, after writing some HTML code, we have to check for syntax errors, semantic errors, and accessibility errors to make our website more reliable, more durable. HTML is used for web development. It is very crucial, very important for web development. It defines structure, content, and interaction. These all we can do with the help of HTML. So now we will learn and see what is HTML5. HTML5 is the most advanced version of hypertext markup language and represents a significant leap forward in web development, enhanced feature, improved performance, and intuitive structure. Okay, so we will see some improved things which are included in HTML5 is like multimedia support, audio video tag are there, Canvas API which enables drawing in the web page, and geolocation so that user based on their location uh, he can search anything and it will enhance its user experience. Okay, then web storage, so it provides a way to store data locally on user devices, and it helps in web performance, overall improving the web performance. Okay, HTML5 has introduced many new semantic elements which really are grateful in which are really helpful in improving the search engine optimization. Okay, so here is a site tag. If you want to put something on side of like some slider or some indexing on this inside of web page, so we can use a site tag. And nav tag, if we want to collect all the links at one place in our web page, then we can use nav tag. They doesn't change appearance, the semantic elements doesn't change appearance but helps in search engine optimization a lot. Then is article tag. If you want to write some independent thing from our main web content, if you want to write some independent things, so we have to use article tag. And for footer tag, header tag, these kind of tag we can use. For multimedia, HTML5 has introduced image tag, img, like this. We can write it, which is a self-closing tag, then audio tag and video tag. So HTML5 also provides us many APIs like Canvas API to enable some drawing, geolocation API to enhance user experience, and web storage API to uh, reduce the load of server and enhance web performance. Okay, so web performance has improved because of caching, media is optimized, and asynchronous loading. Asynchronous loading means, let's suppose our web page has many resources, and if one of the resources is not loaded for some reason, so it should not halt the web page, whole web page. Okay, it should terminate on its own, and other resources should be loaded independently. So this is in HTML5, and it is a very good improvement. Then accessibility improvement in HTML5. We have semantic HTML, improved form elements. So accessibility means some, if we want to make the users with disability uh, use the web page, so we have to use some accessibility improvements in HTML5. Then future of HTML and HTML5, it is very important, and we have also made many web apps using these. WebAssembly, accessibility, web component, these are all areas where HTML and HTML5 is used. Okay, HTML is the earlier version, and HTML5 has added many semantic elements and other improvements, web performance, these kind of improvements are there. So it is the earlier version HTML, and HTML5 is the new version. Now here is some example of web page. It is formed using HTML and CSS. So like here we can see this is the heading we have given, and then it is a nav bar. So it is a nav bar in which there is home, destination, contact, about us. These kind of details are there, and it is a website, a form for booking a trip to some city. Okay, like we can choose from here Udaipur or any other city which we want to travel, date for traveling, and guide we can choose, and can select our preferred language. It is the code for that. Here we have given the upper heading, travel booking service, then created a nav bar using a div tag, and added home, destination, contact us, about us, this kind of. And then we have here declared a form, and in form we have first created label for destination where we want to travel, and for destination we have given these options. We can choose anything from that. Then we have created label for date, for guide, for city details, and for language. For language also we can choose anything. Then we have created a submit button, and for footer we have created some copyright, right? Written some copyright issues here. So it is all in this PPT. Thank you so much.